Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. What was I doing at the end of the last episode? I do not know. We've got most of this now dug out. So there is a little bit of slime lying around, but not too much. I've managed to get most of this done. Get priorities on this. Down to priority 6. We don't really have any other high priority stuff going on. For some reason, though, they aren't delivering sand to any of these things, and I don't quite understand why. They are priority 7. Plants are priority 7, though those are being harvested. This is good. Everything's growing. We're doing very well for food. We've got lots of lice loaf now. A little bit of meal lice, but that's because it's being turned into the lice loaf. A few mush bars still. And a few brittle blossoms and so on. We don't have much water here, which is could be a bit of an issue. Is there a reason why deconstruct buildings? Priority 6. Let's just get rid of all that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, and that's like a new layer there. I just got rid of the ladder, which you need to live. Okay, deconstruct. Priority 8 there. Build a ladder going down. Priority 8. Oh, straight into the sinks. Didn't put these sinks in the right place, did I? We haven't actually broken into the underground yet, so we will think about that later. So for this episode, I really want to get this sorted. We've filled those two now, and so there's just that one left. We need plastic. For plastic, I think we need to farm Dreckles. We've got at least one there. One Drecko. Idle, wild, happy, unreachable, and cramped. Aww. Let's see if we can find out some information about him. Dreckos. Okay, not Dreckles. Domesticatable critters. Comfort ranges. Okay. 35 to 90, but a livable range is 15 to 110. Diet of pincher peppers, balm lilies, and mealwood. Excretes phosphorite. Now, it doesn't say here, but I'm pretty certain that... Okay, there's stuff up here. Dreckos are our reptilian species, boasting billions of microscopic hairs on their feet, allowing them to stick to and climb on most surfaces. The tail of a Drecko, called the train, is purely for decoration and can be lost or shorn without harm to the animal. As a result, Drecko fibres are often farmed for use in textile productions. Caring for Dreckos is a fulfilling endeavour, thanks to their companionable personalities. Is it only the glossy Dreckos that make... So it says that there's a variety glossy Drecko. Nowhere does it mention plastic. I'm going to check on this quickly. Okay, did a bit of reading. It turns out that it's glossy Dreckles that give plastic. But if you get normal Dreckos, I'm going to keep calling them Dreckles, I don't know why. If you get normal Dreckos and feed them just mealwood, it increases the chances that any eggs they lay will be of the glossy variety. So if we just capture some normal ones, put them in this room and start them breeding, then hopefully we will get there. They also need a partially hydrogen environment because the scales will only grow when they're in hydrogen, and the mealwood we're going to feed them will only grow when it's in oxygen or carbon dioxide. So, are there many Dreckos about? Critters, wild. Okay, according to this, there are 14 Dreckos about the place. And we can zoom in on them. Okay, so there's 2 there we can get to relatively easily. And there's 1 up there we can grab. So we need to prepare this room to be a Draco farm. Right, first we're going to need to grow mealwood. So we're going to build a copy. Now, if memory serves, you need 3 per Draco you're going to have. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so that will be enough for 5 Dracos, which is probably more than enough. We're going to put a ladder up to a 2nd floor here. Because we only need 2 high for the plants to grow. Can I make it all out of airflow tile, or is that going to use up so much copper? Got tons of gold amalgam. I've got like 42,000 gold amalgam. Still, copper ore is easier to get. We've also got some iron ore. That'll do, and I'm going to leave it open here at the back so that the Dracos can climb up either that side or that side. Someone's suffocating. Oh, I forgot about you! Oh no, I forgot about you. Okay, bills. I get distracted and dupes die. Build emergency them. She might be able to build her own way out. Okay, so she was able to jump to there to get a bit of a breath. Go back to priority 7. Go down there and deconstruct there, and they're a slightly higher priority. Okay, so this room is otherwise sealed. The temperatures on glossy Dracos are also easier to handle. They want 25 to 60 and a livable 5 to 80, whereas the normal Dracos want 35 to 90 and 15 to 110. So the comfort range is a lot hotter. But this one I think I can put here relatively well. Okay, we're going to plant mealwood seeds. And I need to mark it. I don't think I can do it until it's grown. I don't want my dupes harvesting these plants. The Dracos will eat from them direct off the vine. So, ranching equipment. We need a critter drop-off point, which we will put there. We don't need a feeder. They're going to be eating from those farm tiles. So then we just need a grooming station, which will help us tame them. A tame animal will breed faster and is in general happier. And we want a shearing station there. Now we're likely to need power. So if we go to our power overlay, there's only 360 watts on this. So it's good that it shows you the power that a building needs before it's actually built. Okay, and obviously we need to get hydrogen in here. Now there's a couple of ways we can do that. I could breach into here and use a manual bottle, a gas canister filler and a gas canister emptier. But seeing as we are right by our water, I reckon that I would run an electrolyzer for a while. Converts water into oxygen and hydrogen. So I'm going to run that in here. We'll capture the hydrogen up the top. So we're going to need plumbing. and power. There we go. Hopefully that was all at the correct priority. Yep, priority 7. Okay, how goes the rest of the base? Okay, so it might be a little while before we get plastic. So one thing I'm thinking is I'm going to disconnect... Well, let's... Okay, that's actually full. If I disconnect that, there we go. I kind of want this water to go back into this one. So I'm going to put in something which is going to be part of the final circuit, because the way it works, because I realise I've never actually explained it, is all these things fill up. Basically, you know, the germy water goes in that one, goes in that one, goes in that one. As explained before, the water that's actually in the reservoir, let's turn off the overlay, that's in the reservoir, the chlorine can kill liquid reservoir. There's no germs in there. The chlorine can kill the water that's in the reservoir. But if we look at this pipe, liquid pipe, okay, maybe this one doesn't, but it's probably got killed as it went there. But water which is trapped in pipes still has germs in. So what you need is a germ sensor, which will basically say, okay, this packet of water doesn't have germs, so we'll let it leave. This packet of water does have germs, so we're going to put it back into this water tank. If this water tank is full, we'll put it back into the next one. If this one is full, we'll put it back into the next one. And then basically it cycles around. So as a bit of germy water goes into a water tank that's mainly filled with non-germy water, it dilutes out, averages it, and the amount of germs drops. And it just so happens that if you have all three of them, then the water cycles will work out that eventually you can be pumping in the full amount of water and getting out the full amount of water. But that's going to require plastic for the germ sensor. So for now, I'm going to disconnect this first one from the rest of the system, and I'm going to empty this pipe out by doubling it back into there. So the way we need to do that is water will always, for preference, if it reaches one of these input points, it will go in there if it can. If not, it will move on past it. We then want to use a liquid bridge. Now, we're not actually bridging over anything, but liquid bridges, they set the direction of water flow. By having an input and an output on it, we're essentially forcing the water. We're saying, oi, water, go that way. So I think I can put this here. In, out. So this water will try and go in here, it will fail, and so it will go in this one instead. And I may as well build the rest of this while I'm at it. Plumbing, liquid pipe. So again, there's a priority system going on. It will try and go into this one first, and if it can't, only then will it go back to this last one. And I am just going to quickly check the diagram before I go on. Yes, this is all correct. In the final form, there will be another loop back heading into here as well, of course, because we're going to come out of here, check it for germs. If it doesn't have, if it has germs, it will try and loop back into the first one. Right, so let's actually run the game. Let's check our priorities on these. Priority 7, right. So what I'm hoping to do is, I know there are no germs in this first one. If I can clear out the water that's currently trying to get into it, I can actually use empty this container. Sort of, I'll control it manually until I've got a sensor to do it for me. How are we doing over here? Lots of building. Okay, I'm going to have to put a priority on the farm tiles, otherwise they won't get planted. No building over there yet. Now we do have someone that's capable of wrangling, don't we? We're looking here, critter ranching. Ah, the person who could do critter ranching has died. Okay, do we have anyone with interest in that area? Oh dear. Do we have anyone with farming? Improved farming, 1. Guys, we don't have a farmer. Oh no, we don't have a farmer. Right, we've got 9 population, plenty of food. When this thing goes off, I think we might be making our... we might be printing someone else. Because we need a farmer. This isn't going to work without it. These things are outgassing. Ooh. Ooh. We're getting polluted oxygen in there. Because slime outputs polluted oxygen. Okay, we're going to have to do like an atmosphere scrubber in here at some point. I think currently there's plenty of chlorine, and the pressure is quite high. So I'm not going to worry about it yet. Are these things still growing? I think those things are still growing. Let's add the medical pack to our favourites. Close that off. Tell our apothecary to make some more medical packs. Are balm lily flowers used for anything else? If they aren't, then I could just hit forever on that. Let's get some vitamin chews. It's good for the people. What are we doing disease-wise? Ren has food poisoning currently. Ooh, that's not good. Everyone's still busy, working away. Is there a reason this stuff's not getting done? Priority 7 on the construction of that wire. I've got copper ore, right? Oh no, they're doing it. So our mealwood is growing up nicely. Okay, we've got a new dupe. Please have a farmer. Interest, building construction, cooking and farming. There we go. Decreased science, increased germ resistance. Hello, May. We need you. Let's go skills. May. Improved farming. Doesn't have critter ranching yet, but it's a step in the right direction. Alright, let's go over everyone else's skills quickly. Now, Ada has 2 skill points. If her morale can take it, she doesn't seem to have anything else she's particularly interested in. If her morale can take it, I'm going to see if I can push her up to critter ranching. There we go. Right, so Ada... You are actually our first critter rancher. There you go. You got a Crocodile Dundee hat. And Lindsay's artistic skills are coming along, so the other thing it might be nice to do is get some decor in here. I am thinking that soon I am going to have to sort of give them better bedrooms. How's the slime lung doing out here? Is it... I don't think it's actually going to go away unless I can control the polluted oxygen that's up there. What I don't understand is why they aren't refilling these deodorizers. They're all just awaiting filtration medium. But I've got tons of sand. I'm going to put that to like a priority 9 just to see what happens. How can I tell them not to harvest these plants? Disable auto harvest. And there's no copy across. I need these plants to be left for the Drecos to eat. Oh, this last one still says it's set for harvest. Disable auto harvest. There we go. Huh. Did I not make that go all the way? Got like one more bit of pipe here, I think. Priority 8. I want to clear that out so I can empty it. I thought that would work. Maybe it needs like a push. Plumbing pipes. Because I want to sort of see whether I've got this bypass thing correct at all. I'm gonna reconnect that. And reconnect that. Okay, so now we've got like a loop going. Okay. Plumbing, we'll use the disconnect utility to just cut it there. Right, so this is water without any germs. So I'm going to plumbing. Right, so there's gonna be a liquid germ sensor there. So there's going to be a liquid germ sensor there, and there's going to be a shut-off pipe here, and then our actual exit is going to be that way. Connects to an automation grid, automatically turns off liquid. Yep. So let's just take this pipe the rest of the way. I want to end up in here. Okay. Is this running yet? This is still not running. Priority, what's wrong? Oh no, it is running. Okay, so yeah, so we're starting to get hydrogen capturing at the top of this room. If I leave it on a bit too long, then the excess hydrogen should spill out of the room this way. I might put an airflow tile here, because there's no point hydrogen being at this level. We only really need the hydrogen up there. Yeah, so once this upper layer is completely full of hydrogen, we can that's the pink stuff. Then we'll know that's ready. We can actually start wrangling our Drecos already. So we've got enough for 5 creatures, but we're not going to auto-wrangle the surplus yet. And we want Drecos. And Drecklets. Drecklets are baby Drecos. Put that to like priority 8. And let's actually grab some critters, shall we? Right, capture critters. We want to capture you. And we want to capture those two. Build a ladder. And dig into here. Chlorine is heavy. So if I go through there, I don't think too much of it will escape. It might be worth throwing in an airlock. Like there. And we need to break into this room here. Dig. Like that. Actually, we can make it another airlock door. No. Okay, so that was the beeping for the alarm. How goes everything? Have we started manual water recycling yet? No, because I've not put the end on here. Plumbing. Liquid vent. Copper ore, priority 8. So, to my knowledge, if this thing fills up to the point where it covers the liquid vent will stop. So there isn't any danger of this overflowing. And I think a single layer of flora at the bottom is strong enough. We'll have to keep an eye on it. I might like... This isn't deep enough anyway. This isn't like a full floor. So I might put an extra layer of tile underneath and lower this floor a bit. So once this goes in, we should start to see water flowing. There we go. And hopefully this is water without any germs in. So we've got a manual form of stuff where we're emptying one of these. Right, where's our... Oh, okay, this one's escaping. Where's our person who's our wrangler? Ranching. Ada. You are our critter rancher. So under priorities, I want Ada. I should have just looked at the hat. Maximum priority on that. And I'm going to lower your doctoring a bit as well. So. Ada. Follow cam. What are you doing? Downtime to use the toilet. They can't reach over there, can they? Build ladder. There and there. Alright, Ada's now going to sleep. I just want to see you ranch a critter. It should show up on her to-do list under very high. Ah! The priorities was only a 5 on the wrangle commands. Priority 8, 9. Wrangle that Dreco. When we break in, not attack creatures, wrangle creatures, priority 9. I thought that would work. There we go, wrangle Dreco right at the top. Follow cam. And yet you're doing construction. There we go. Current errand, wrangle a Dreco. So she's going to work her way over here. It's quite a trip. Having to hold her breath for a bit. There you go. Right, so this Draco is now wrangled. Poor thing's all tied up. So I need to make sure this thing is a high priority as well. Yeah, that's priority 8. I don't want to go to a 9. Grooming station should be a 7. Shearing station should be a 7. We've got plenty of mature stuff. The hydrogen is coming in. So hopefully someone will be back to pick up this poor little fella. I'll put priority 9 on this first one. I don't know whether it needs someone with the wrangling skill. There we go. Ada has picked up this little fella. She'll make our way through the base to the drop-off point. Let him out. And when he needs grooming and stuff, oh, this one was supposed to be open, wasn't it? Let's deconstruct that priority 9. The idea is I want him to be able to just crawl around freely on this central one. He can jump over to the wall if he wants to, but that way he can reach all the food, and he'll spend half his time in the hydrogen. She's coming in a little slower than I hoped, but this is a source of oxygen as well, which is, you know, to the good of the base. This is almost all clean now, isn't it? Let's put like an airflow tile there. And there and there, because I want to put airflow tiles above them. And I'll do that and deconstruct that one. And that one, because there's like 1.3 kilograms of very breathable clean oxygen in there, so we may as well let some of it out. Okay, so how are we doing that? So we are draining this first tank. In fact, I think we just drained the last of it. Yep, there we go. So we've recycled all that water. And now what we'll do is disconnect utilities. So we'll sever that again and reconnect the system. And as you can see, this water now is flowing into this first one. It's not doubling back until this first one is full. So that's bought us a little more time. All 3 Dracos are now in here. Still currently what? Okay, here comes Ada. She's probably coming to give them a bit of a groom. So she'll call one to her. Oh, and lunchtime and her food time came before they got around it. She was calling this one, who was like the furthest away. It's a little annoying. So, schedule. Apparently, they will go to the bathroom in their downtime. But I quite like the forcing them to do it first thing in the morning. Because once I've got showers in, basically they'll get up in the morning and go shower. But I could just put a downtime on either side. I'm just afraid that if they don't go, then, because I've not forced them, they might suddenly need to go in the middle of their work time, and then they won't. Okay. Ada, what are you doing? Okay, here she comes. Maybe this time there'll be enough time for her to actually get the grooming done. So she's calling it to her. There you go. Brushes its teeth, gives it a bit of a brush, makes it smell nice, gives it a bit of a stroke. And now, if we look at this one, he's been groomed. He's still wild, but every time he gets groomed, there's a chance of the wildness going down. And once they're tamed, then they will start to lay more eggs. Which means we might also want an incubator in here. Let's build a couple of incubators, and then we will end the episode. Right, so how much is on this? 540. How much power does an incubator take? 240. We'll be a little bit over, but this thing is temporary, so I think it will be okay. Now the advantage of these is I can tell them specifically what type of eggs I want it to do. Like there we've got like a normal drecklet, but I really only want to breed the glossy ones. So we're waiting for a glossy drecklet egg, I believe. So under resources, under eggs, critter eggs. So we actually have a drecklet egg, so we may as well get one of them. Incubate. Priority 7. Oh, okay, so we have done some shearing, and we got reed fibre. Okay, so from the normal Drecos we get reed fibre, which is something we can use to make clothing, which will be very useful because we can make exosuits out of them. So I might want to make sure that I research exosuits. I know I should have. I know that I'm supposed to end the episode, but hey, there we go. So we've got an incubator going. We are growing a normal drecklet. I need to sort of keep an eye on the eggs. Because for preference we want glossies in here. We might make like another station for them. Out here we will build a smaller farm for the normal Drecos. Oh, see, she's giving it a hug. And if you look here, okay, it's on the egg itself. It's been lullabied. This egg was recently sung to by a kind duplicant. It increases the incubation rate. Ooh, I wonder if this is like a meter, like how long until it's fully done. 32% incubation. Yep, that seems about right. And I think eggs we hatch. Okay, no, because this one was born of a wild Dreco, it will be wild until it's tamed. But once they are tamed, their offspring will be tamed as well. So we can have these guys for the plastic. We'll have normal Drecos in here for the reed fibre, and we'll farm the excess eggs for omelettes. Excellent. So I'm going to say goodbye. We've got that under control. Did this ever get its sand? Deodorizer, yes. Do these ones have sand? Awaiting delivery of filtration system. They just aren't getting round to it. The priorities are just not quite right. I'm going to see if I can sort that out and actually officially expand into these upper areas in between the episodes. Slime lungs, okay. Not brilliant, but okay. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.